The Red Sox have won 10 of their last 12 games and are currently a season best 7 games over 500 at 43 and 36. Monday night was without question the best win of the season. The Sox were down 6-2 in the bottom of the 8th inning after the Blue Jays had a monster 5-run 7th inning, but Boston was able to score 4 runs of their own in the 8th to tie up the game, putting together one of their most impressive offensive innings of the season. David Hamilton hit his 5th homer of the season to make it a 2-run game. Rafael Devers and Tyler O'Neill both singled off lefty Tim Mazza, who loaded the bases by intentionally walking Rob Refsnyder with, of course, the bases loaded. Roman Gonzalez pinch hit for Dom Smith and came up with the big hit against Zach Pop on the first pitch of the at-bat. In the bottom of the 9th, the Sox used what I like to call their fast break offense, which is single and then steal second, although of course Rafaela ended up getting to second base on a balk, which you could argue was a questionable call. Guys can let me know your thoughts down below. But of course, we know that Jarren Duran would end up singling into right field to win the game and to walk it off for the craziest win of the season, in my opinion. But we can't forget that Tanner Houck took a no decision despite pitching into the 7th and allowing just 3 runs, 2 hits while striking out 7. He has been one of, if not the best pitcher in the American League this season. Houck has thrown 103 and a third innings and has a 2.18 ERA and 101 strikeouts to just 18 walks. He's produced 6 quality starts in his last 7 outings, giving him 13 through 16 total starts. The Red Sox have won each of Houck's last 7 starts as well. Currently, he leads the MLB in pitchers and Fangraphs WAR with 3.6. He leads the AL in ERA 2.18. Has thrown at least 5 2/3 innings in each of his last 16 starts, or each of his 16 starts. He leads the MLB in opponent OPS at .528, has allowed only 2 home runs in 103 and a third innings pitched. Houck is having one of the best seasons since 1999 for the Red Sox. Pedro Martinez, he's been that damn good, and he deserves the recognition. I don't think personally he's going to get into the All-Star game because the fan voting system is just broken, but that doesn't mean he can't get into it as a reserve, similar to Duran, who I'm about to talk about in a second here. But this is just one of those games that the Red Sox seem to only find a way to win during special seasons. I get that the Blue Jays had lost 7 straight games coming into this. They were not playing their hottest baseball of the season, but the Sox have just been so resilient. The injuries is one thing, but also with how young this team is, and guys just keep fighting, keep pushing. Seems like someone goes down with an injury and then all of a sudden the next guy steps in, and also the Sox are getting healthy. Gonzalez came back. Of course, Tristan Casas should be coming back next week, and the Sox did end up optioning a couple of players in the minor leagues and bringing some guys up. We'll get into that a little bit later, but overall, the team's in a great situation right now, taking 2 of 3 from the Phillies, taking 2 of 3 from the Yankees, sweeping the Blue Jays, 2 of 3 on the road against the Reds, and now, of course, being able to take the first game of the series against the Blue Jays. Truly, this team has turned around their season. If the Sox had lost that game against the Phillies, remember, it was the second game of the series. They had already lost the first. They were down 4 runs. They would have been 2 games below 500 for the first time since May 18th. I think that was the turning point. If the Sox did not come back and win that game, we're not having this discussion right now. They ended up winning that 8-4. I mean, this team's just on absolute fire right now. There's no other way around it. This stadium or ballpark was the loudest it's been in years last night. And that was what Alex Cora said. He said that it was the loudest since 2021, talking about how the environment was incredible, the shouts of the fans on the street echoing inside the interview room. The Fenway Park operations team did an amazing job using the Celtics to get the fans going today. It was loud. The fans were locked in, says Cora post-game. Over the last 12 games, the Red Sox have started to make a habit of sort of forging electrifying comebacks. Certainly, last night was no exception. We saw the one against the Phillies, but this is not the first time during the winning streak the Red Sox have had to come back. They've actually done it quite a lot. I mean, this was the team's 4th comeback win over the 10-2 stretch. And just to see how the Red Sox are doing is awesome. They have 31 steals in the month of June, the most in the MLB. They have 74 extra base hits, which is the 5th most in the MLB during the month. And you can see that the young players seem to be leveling up with each victory. Quote, a lot of guys are pretty young on this team, so I think you're seeing them mature as baseball players in front of your eyes. Tanner Houck said. You're seeing everything coming together. The Sox are 21-12 since May 19 and have won 18 straight games when scoring 5+ runs. Their 43-36 record has them in possession of the third wild card spot. Duran and Devers each had 3 hits, pacing the offense. Duran is having one of the best seasons in all of baseball. He's hitting .293 with 7 home runs, 55 runs scored, 37 runs batted in, and 20 stolen bases in 364 plate appearances. He is the first Red Sox with 40+ extra base hits and 20+ steals in the team's first 80 games since 1913, when Hall of Famer Tris Speaker did it. He ranks 5th among AL outfielders with an FW WAR of 2.9 that also leads the Red Sox. He leads the AL in doubles, 22, leads all of the MLB in triples with 10, and ranks 6th in all of baseball with 20 steals. He also has yet to make an error in center field. We saw him rob a home run in Saturday's win over the Reds. We saw him yesterday have a leaping catch. Duran is absolutely breaking out this season for the Red Sox, and he's played in every single game. He's become a top defender at the position. He's not going to be an all-star, but he will get in as a reserve, hopefully, assuming that the players and coaches vote him in, but I think they will because that's a little bit more balanced. But the fan voting is broken. Duran he cracked the top 20 in terms of AL outfielders, so I'll give him that, but I mean, it's just ridiculous. But looking at Rafael Devers, he's hitting .282 on the season with 45 runs scored and 33 extra base hits. Since April 24th, Devers is hitting .304 with a .959 OPS. He leads MLB third baseman in slugging percentage, .544, and OPS with .910. He started 54 of the Red Sox last 55 games and has committed just 1 error in June with 20 games. So Devers, like Duran, has turned around his defense. He's incredibly hot right now, playing his best baseball of the season. And maybe that stretch where he hit a home run in every single game for like 6 straight, which was awesome. But right now, Devers is just absolutely locked in. He has 602,047 votes. Guess who has 1.4 million? Jose Ramirez. Guess who has 846,352? Baltimore Orioles Jordan Westburg. It's just pretty embarrassing how the fan voting is, but hey, us as Red Sox fans have to go vote. So make sure you guys go do that, of course. Yeah, I mean, Devers, he's probably going to be the only Red Sox that makes the All-Star game. I don't know if Duran and Houck are going to. Now, I said that Duran is, but it's more if he should. I can't really tell you guys with a straight face that he is. He absolutely should. So should Tanner Houck. But with the way it's set up, I mean, it's just probably not probable. Tristan Casas underwent an MIR Monday on his left rib cage strain that has kept him out for roughly 2 months. Obviously, Red Sox first basemen since then have been bad to say the least. I mean, they're hitting .199, the second worst in the majors. .289 slugging percentage is the worst. So that's why I recommended on my Instagram page that the team should go out and trade for Pete Alonso. That would definitely make this ball club a better team. The Red Sox recalled catcher Tyler Heineman, which is because Connor Wong right now is on the paternity list.